What's going on, guys? It is another Sunday, so we got some mail to go through. I'm pretty excited because it's basically all G.I. Joe classifieds, trying to get certain things ready to be opened. Also trying to get the DVDs I want. Lots of things happening. I have pre-ordered for next year three of the Four Horsemen Skeleton Warriors figures. Alucard, Dr. Cyborn, and Claw. So I'm pretty excited. And to finish this up, all I need is Shriek, Dagger, and Baron Dark. I think that's his name, Baron Dark. I don't know how I feel about the other Skeleton Warriors. Definitely, I would love to get Talon. I would love to get Grim, and I would love to get Lightstar. But it's not excuse me, it's not a must-have. So we'll definitely have to wait and see. A lot of good stuff coming in next year. It's pretty crazy. It is definitely a good time to be a collector. So many collections I'm trying to finish. And with that, of course, I'm trying to finish my DVD collections. It's coming along. There's still a lot of things I'm missing. Movies, TV series, cartoons, all my import stuff. But slowly it is coming along. Surprisingly, I think I'm got 10 more, somewhere between 10 and 15 more for Ultraman. I think I got somewhere about 25 more for Kamen Rider. A crap load for Super Sentai, so we're not even counting that. But yes, we are getting things done. Slowly but surely. Definitely going through the binders again when everything is finished. Like I said, I do have a couple mailboxes for DVDs that we definitely have to go through. It is pretty insane. But we got G.I. Joe, the last two Renegades, Taurus, and Red Dog came in. So now we have all four of the Renegades. Well, three of the Renegades and Sergeant Slaughter. Mercer was an ex-Cobra Viper. Taurus was an ex-circus acrobat. Red Dog was an ex-football player. I honestly don't know how many Islanders are in G.I. Joe. I don't think there's any Filipinos. I don't think there's any Hawaiians. Then again, Red Dog could be Hawaiian. Tapu Tapu could be Samoan. But I have always been a Mercer fan. Red Dog has been my second favorite Renegade just because of his island connections. You have to love when they actually make a character with some heritage connection to where you live. G.I. Joe has always been an American, real American hero. But at a certain point, they started bringing in other countries. I will always love the fact that they have the October Guard, and the first October Guard is coming in next year. So that is pretty awesome. I'm really excited about that. I don't have a place for the October Guard, unfortunately. They are a small group, I think of 8. I already had to make a place for the Skeleton Warriors. We'll see what we can do. Speaking of making a place, we also got Sundown. The cowboy So basically, a bounty hunter, not really connected to the military. However, if you know, you know. So Kenner started creating, or bought and started creating an IP for COPS, Central Organization of Police Specialists. At one point, G.I. Joe created this insane Cobra group called the Headhunters, led by Headman, the drug cartel. And what G.I. Joe wanted was to... They were already making Street Fighter. They were already making Mortal Kombat at this point. And these were other IPs owned by other companies. Hasbro, who bought Kenner, decided they wanted to use Kenner's IPs, namely Cops, as a more urban version to go after Headman. However, the guys who actually owned the IP and created Cops didn't want Hasbro to bring their line into the military. I mean, let's face it, cops don't really kill the criminals. Criminals do kill the cops in real life, but not in the cartoon. And their idea was to try to keep their IP out of the military ideals of killing the bad guys. However, Hasbro already started creating prototypes for these characters for their 3 and 7-inch scale figures. So it kind of took a loss, but at the same time, Hasbro changed certain things about the IP, but still kept the IP. So when Hasbro created the DEA for G.I. Joe, their head leader was called Bulletproof, which is the name of the leader of Cops. They also brought in Mace. They also brought in Barricade as code names. All new characters, but at the same time you could see certain likenesses of the older characters. Barricade used in Cops a backpack connected to a machine that could knock down things. If I remember correctly, the original Barricade toy for G.I. Joe had a remote control robot that literally knocked things down. So when IDW got G.I. Joe after Marvel, they created a bounty hunter and they needed a name for the bounty hunter, so they named him and gave him the code name Sundown. Sundown in Cops was a sheriff, a cowboy sheriff, hence the cowboy. Except I think this one is Mexican, the other one I don't think Cops was Mexican, but he was South American, I believe. Maybe Brazil? He looked white, but it was a very dark white compared to all the other characters, which kind of made it look like he was out in the sun a lot. He did have a Western accent, though, which was pretty great. But I do want the other members of the DEA, Bulletproof, Mace, Barricade, hopefully to make more of the cops. I think they do have Long Arm as a character, or as a code-name for a character. I would love Bowser and Blitz. Definitely. A robot canine unit. Unfortunately, they already have a mainframe in Cops that was a female computer specialist. I don't know if they have a bullseye to pilot. But at the same time, I would love for them to bring in the Cops villains. I mean, it would be great for Hitman to run his cartel through Big Boss, who has a bodyguard, Buttons Mac Boom Boom. Shadow the Thief. I mean, you could definitely bring in a lot of these characters, code names for villains. Dr. Bad Vibes would look awesome as a classified figure if they redo him. Make him a robotic specialist for Cobra. Rock Crusher would be a great Dreadnought. Misdemeanor could be like Baroness's bodyguard. Turbo Two-Tone would definitely be a great Dreadnought. I don't know what Berserker would be. Berserk? Hyena, Louis the Plumber, Bullet. I would make Bullet a Iron Grenadier. They could do so much with all these IPs, the dormant IPs from Hasbro. without even bringing in, or without even doing the IPs the same. But I also have Airtight, which is awesome. I want to try to put tripwire, Airtight, blowtorch, and barbecue together in a row. I don't know if they will all fit with the tripwire's robot. But I think it kind of works to have a mine specialist, an environmental specialist, somebody who could burn things, and somebody who could watch and make sure the fire was under control. Besides that, we got Dawn Marie, Snake Eyes, she will be joining Ninja Force alongside Jinx. That is a scary team if you think about it. Jinx, Don Marino, and Scarlet. I'd pity any Cobra troopers in their way. And don't forget, we still have Snake Eyes and Jinx for Ninja Force coming at the end of the year. Beginning of next year, we have Bushido and one other 2-pack, or one other guy in the 2-pack. So all we're missing is Dojo? But we also have the retro version Wild Bill, finally. So I like the classified version of Grunt a little bit better than the retro. So I didn't pick up the retro version of Grunt. I was pre-ordering the retro Techno Viper. But basically it's the same character. And I'm hoping and wishing they make a Cyber Viper. So we can have the two Tele-Vipers. The Cyber Viper and the Techno Viper in the row. But Wild Bill will be joining Steeler, CoverGirl, and Grunt to finish the line of the original Joes. Which is kind of why we needed to get this done today. Because Wild Bill and Airtight definitely will be soon. Airtight then will be coming right after we do So after Doc, Grunt, Covergirl, and Steeler, the next 4 is already planned out as Lifeline, Doc, Mainframe, and Dial Tone, or Dial Tone and Mainframe. Or it just might be Dial Tone and Mainframe in the back, Lifeline and Doc up front. And then Tripwire, Airtight, Barbecue, and Blowtorch is next. And then after that, Roadblock, Gung Ho, Spirit, and Lady J. And then, of course, the end of the shelf will be the Renegades. So pretty much everything is already planned out and going in the right direction. I think we have most of the top pretty much set. We're just missing Flash and a few other characters. We'll see what we can put in certain places. Like I said, things are slowly getting done. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Take care, be safe, especially this weekend in Hawaii. Hurricane season is upon us. As you can see, I've started taking certain things down from the top, just in case. Those 2 are coming down soon. But yeah, stay tuned. Lots of things coming. We do have another classified mailbox, Cobras. Like I said, at least 3 DVD mailboxes. So next week we'll be doing a DVD mailbox and possibly a toy hunt. We'll see what happens in the next couple of days. We do have 2 other toy mailboxes. And a crap load of stuff coming in. And I still need to do some more Alpha Omega top 10 lists. Yeah, it's busy. Thanks for watching, guys. Aloha.